Politics. What is politics? A large portion of our English language comes from Latin. Latin was the language of scholars, well-educated people and thinkers during the Middle Age in Europe. That's why during the period in which the English literature really began to flourish and grow, many writers opted to use Latin in their work to sound more sophisticated, perspicacious, and photosynthesis. Basically, people just want to show their allegiance to the academia because it was considered to be the trait of a high-value individual back then. But what is politics? You take the prefix of the word poly, which means many in Latin, and you combine it with the suffix ticks, which are blood-sucking little insects, and you get politics. Many blood-sucking insects. Most politicians are blood-sucking insects. That was a joke, by the way, if you didn't get it. I don't really follow politics, but most people seem to hate their own government for whatever reason, so I'll just pretend I know something about politics and say the same stuff as them in order to fit in. It's tiring out here, man. By the way, I just want to say that I support Black Lives Matter. On a more serious note, I realized that as much as I have tried my best to avoid being political publicly, I subconsciously and inadvertently became extremely political in the process. I've even gone as far as to say I am apolitical on my Tinder dating profile at one point, and I was also publicly telling others that I don't watch the news, follow the latest trends, or having an interest in worldly affairs, let alone caring about what certain country's president is doing what to another country and why it's unfair and we as cosmopolitans should do something about it. I simply just cannot care or invest any mental bandwidth to follow these worldly events because I can't realistically make a tangible impact on the inhabitants of a random foreign country miles away from my little bubble on this earth. But until others infringe on my freedom, and when I can no longer do things the way I normally do things, that's when I start to care. And that's exactly what politics is about. I've been advised to never discuss politics to pretty much anyone because it's been known to destroy relationships, reputations, and even one's own peace of mind. Initially, my contents on this platform were about guitar playing, going to the gym, and sharing my random thoughts about completely random things in life to the world, for no reason. On the surface, these are such innocent videos that show the world of my little insignificant life, and they appear to be completely devoid of any political connotations, right? Wrong. Anytime that you talk about an interest of a person or of a collective group, then you are being political. If that certain thing in which you are talking about isn't up to be debated, discussed, and are completely apolitical, then they shouldn't even be up for discussion at all in the first place. You just wouldn't talk about it at all. Take something as innocent and completely apolitical as playing my guitar. The fact that there are many different ways you can choose to play a musical passage with different styles, key, mood, speed, etc. And more people tend to like different genres of music more so than others. Playing guitar has become political. Some viewers became a fan of my guitar playing style. Others despite me and my quote-unquote unmusical noodling. What about the gym? It is such a mundane, everyday life thing that one doesn't really need to discuss it. You just do things at the gym to keep your health in check. There's nothing to talk about the gym, right? Wrong once again. The fact that there are many different ways to lift weights and different things you can master with your body means that going to the gym is political. You have guys wearing allegiance to bodybuilding. You have guys who say that they do nothing but strength training. And there are others who just care about being able to fight when there's a physical threat. You have people belonging to the science-based community and those who just sort of do whatever, like me, not really caring about being optimal. You have the people with the whatever-it-takes mentality who would experiment with steroids and other performance-enhancing drugs. And then you also have people who say they will never take anything, not even protein powder. When it comes to me sharing my own thoughts and what I'm trying to work out with my mind, I was quick to conclude that my lack of awareness and apathy in worldly affairs make me a relatable and universally accepted person. I thought that just because I don't talk about the war in Ukraine or what people need to invest their money towards or how the Western society is collapsing, I was being completely neutral. I mean, I really try to be apolitical or at least being politically correct. I really hoped that I would be accepted by everyone by trying not to take sides. But I was dead wrong. My mistake was showing who I was. My mistake was showing the world what I'm thinking in my videos. I do not know it all, and I'm learning from my peers. I was demonstrating my interest, even if my vote doesn't count in this country, and even if I never really went to mandatory military service in my own homeland. To be honest, I'm past the point of caring whether or not I'll upset someone. But let me just say this. I don't have to like you, but I still can love and care about you. When I talk about my issues with getting a meaningful relationship, I became political. When I talk about loneliness and depression, I became political. When I talk about struggling to get laid, I became political, and I now belong to a network of other men on this earth who has some sort of agenda against women, apparently. When I talk about a bad day at work, boy, I'm being extremely political. Hello, HR team. Can I be respectful? Of course, sure. To me, we will always have our own agenda, and not everyone will agree with me. And I've come to accept this at face value. For some people on this platform, they want to generate the most amount of clicks, views, and money with every single video that they upload. For some, they want the fastest growth. For some, they want to promote an ideology. For some, starting a dialogue around difficult topics. And for me, my agenda is, to be honest, I don't really know. I guess I'm trying to show others the process of living, of thinking, and of working things out with your mind. I don't know. Is it helpful? Is it validating? Am I promoting a certain ideology? I'll leave that to you, my viewers. I don't want to be political. As always, stay strong. God bless. Universe bless. Or it is what it is. The universe will let things happen to you. Just be. That's it. Just be, man.